Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is September 16th, 2021, and this is episode 409. Giddy up, 409. All right, today's book is Agony, and this is a #1 coming out from Marvel. Agony's been out before. This is not a new character by any stretch of the imagination. This is the first of, looks like, 5 or 8. I'm not sure on that, but that font is really hard to read. Let's just say 5. Okay, it comes in at a whopping $3.99, and the cover is very nice. I really like this cover. My only complaint, or just observation really, is Agony is supposed to be purple. And she is purple from the waist on down pretty much. Maybe just she's showcased in a red light, I guess, and she's coming out looking more red, but she's supposed to be fully purple. Okay, that said, it is a good cover, very sexy cover, and that's why I picked this up. Had high hopes for it, got it home, and then I saw that Alyssa Wong was the writer on this. Oh well. So if you're not familiar with Alyssa Wong, she's got quite a backstory of her own. You could probably listen to my boy Zach's videos and learn more about it. Seems that she kind of did try to do cancel culture on someone, and that someone, instead of saying no to her, actually hired her. So that's how it goes. Okay, in this one we do get a little blurb here. I did find kind of a typo that I think is missed by the editors here. They talk about 5 symbiotes offsprings, and then they mention 4. So I don't know what happened to the other one. And then we go into the story that I guess was picked up in a Extreme Carnage line, and I did not read that, so I'm not sure. But apparently, Carnage is taking down a lot of people and going after the other symbiotes. So let's take a quick look to see who worked on this. We've got Alyssa Wong as the writer, Fran Galan and Danilo S. Beyruth were the artists. Jim Campbell is the color artist. VC's Corey Pettit is the letterer, and the cover artist here is someone named Scan. And I wish the whole thing was drawn like this. It is not. The art in here is just very okay. I would not give it high marks at all. This book is not a recommend, by the way, for a number of reasons. Okay, so I guess Alyssa got to reimagine Agony. She was somebody else before, but now she is Asian, just like Alyssa, because as my boy Zach says, the blacks write the blacks, the gays write the gays, and the Asians write the Asians. And so we have Alyssa Wong writing the alias for Agony. Her name now is Gemma Shin, not to be confused with the British actress Gemma Chan that has been seen on Humans, the British TV show that you can watch on Netflix. I really do like that show, by the way. And Gemma is just beautiful. She's not so beautifully drawn in this, however. In fact, they gave her some hips, and that's about it. So, anyway, we get to start off with the cliche. Okay, I worked in the corporate world for more than 35 years, and I never saw this kind of stuff going on that's portrayed here. It is a cliche. Apparently, Alyssa has never worked in the corporate world anyway either. But in here, Gemma Shin has this job, and she's like deputy of communications or something like that. And she's been asked to go get coffee because this guy apparently thinks she is a assistant. And of course, she just takes that and goes gets coffee. Okay, this is actually a flashback to the King in Black series, because she walks outside with the coffee. She says she gets it because she's a nice person. I don't know. I'm assuming at this point she is already Agony. It's not really made clear. Very little is very made clear in this. So this is a flashback to King in Black, where the symbiote dragons are coming out of the sky, and this is as far as it goes. So It's like, oh well. So now she's back at work, and she was working for the same person, this Senator Crane, I believe his name is, and Senator Crane's son is actually the barista. So, or now he's the assistant. I'm not sure. It's not really made clear here, but he's bringing her coffee, and of course we got to work coffee into this because look who's writing it this day. So we've got already 2 scenes with coffee in it. So, of course, she orders, her drink is white peppermint mocha with soy milk, right? Oh, brother. Okay. Now, they missed the mark on here because I know they're trying to make fun of the Republicans here, but this whole campaign, Friends of Humanity, it comes off sounding or looking more like an Antifa group. So I think they kind of missed the mark on that. And we've got this other group, and her name is Bryn. She kind of looks too closely to Gemma at times, but Gemma is just so unattractive here. And the way can tell the difference is Bryn seems to have bigger eyes. Okay, so let's just move along because they're going to go to this Friends of Humanity rally for an evening of rousing speeches led by Senator Peter Crane. Okay, so it's against, I guess, the aliens, meaning I'm guessing X-Men, or because it's certainly not against the way they've drawn this. It is not like illegal alien, undocumented workers. Let's say it that way. Okay, so then Alyssa happens to run past the group as they're talking about the rally and what's going on, how much money they're putting into this campaign for Friends of Humanity. As Gemma runs, she gets accosted by 2 thugs, even though we see 3 in the picture here. So they come at her. And of course, I believe these guys probably were let go early because they got a George Soros approved DA to help them have lesser sentences. So they're out on the road again. Okay, but she able to turn into Agony, and she gladly obliges the attackers with some spray, some herbicide, I guess. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really say. Guys start melting a little bit. She slashes them. She's choking one. She bites the head off of another. And we've got these little jokes here that just don't land. Oh my God, they're awful. So it's the next day, and get after her run and her meal. She's looking refreshed, as noted by the good senator, while the other guys start making smirky remarks, just like they always do in corporate America, or even in a political setting. Yeah, right? And then we get, I think Alyssa Wong watches my boy Zach as well, Comics Matters, because she steals a joke from him here, but she doesn't land it, and it's not even in the right sense. So this guy's quipping like how disgusting the other guys are. This is the son of Peter Crane. And she goes, oh, they're disgusting. And she says, it's a day that ends with Y. Like, strike 3. Okay. So things do not get any better. They have coffee again for like the 3rd time in this book. And we're only like, I don't know, 8 pages in. I'm not sure. But Alyssa's got to have her coffee, and so does Gemma. Okay, so we're back at Flash's place. So that was Flash Thompson walking with Bryn, and I believe. And they, I guess, have bugged Senator Crane's office, so they kind of know the plans and everything and what's going on. I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. It's highly illegal. So, like I said, the thing is all topsy-turvy. But I believe Flash is, I believe, one of the symbiotes. I think he's Venom now, but it's not really spelled out here. And I believe this girl Bryn is also one of the symbiotes, and I can't think of which one. It's not really explained well. Let's just put it that way. So they're out to looking out for Carnage or whatever. In the meantime, Gemma is playing with her face, I guess, or Agony's face, and she puts it up on the wall just as apparently Carnage has found her. And we get this nice shot here. I thought this was pretty cool. But suddenly everything is red. I'm not sure how they made her apartment red, but everything is red now. And so they're kind of bantering back and forth. Agony's using her hair now to strangle Carnage. Remember, that's one of the powers of Agony, is she can use her hair in many different ways. And suddenly they're back at this bar with the other symbiotes, and Gemma's in her regular way, regular thing. She's made a drink. She asks for a gin and tonic, ha ha ha, and she gets this blood thing. Says, well, this isn't gin and tonic, obviously, and that's supposed to be a big joke. Not funny, though. Meanwhile, I guess there's 3 symbiotes here in this group of Bryn and Flash Thompson, but I'm not quite sure. It's not really explained who's who. So if you know all the symbiotes, you'll probably be okay in this page, but I didn't know. I was totally lost. For number 1, I think you got to do a lot more explaining. Let me just put it that way. So we go back to the bar. Carnage wants Gemma to drink this stuff, and she says he's trying to make a pact with her. The next day, they're at the rally, and you can see the 3 symbiotes are there overlooking the crowd, I guess, making sure everything is okay. And apparently there's another event going on at the same time. The president's dedication is just finished. It's another area. And we get this somewhat of a attack from going on. It looks like Carnage has shown up attacking this guy. I don't know. No, it's not Carnage. I'm sorry. It's really confusing what's going on here, honestly. He almost looks like an evil Scooby-Doo there, but it's one of the 3 symbiotes actually takes out this guy. I guess he is some kind of spy himself, or plant. And this is where we end. It is a Scooby-Doo, so not sure where Scooby-Doo came from, but it turns out that Arthur Crane is Carnage, so I guess he's got the other symbiotes on his side too. It's like I said, this is so freaking confusing. It's to be continued.